What's up, everybody on YouTube? How are you doing today? Hope you're having a fabulous day. I'm here in the Houston, Texas area, and it is going to be a wet, dreary day, and that is okay. I know I don't really get live on YouTube very often. Um, However, today's topic is a perfect lawn. What does that look like? Is it really a perfect lawn? And how are we contributing to that? How do we look at that? And maybe, actually, not maybe, for sure, we should redefine a perfect lawn. Now, with that being said, uh, I'm AJ, Hippie Fertilizing, been out here in this industry for 17 years in lawn care. I see the same stuff every year, year after year. There is a plethora of people that get stressed over weeds. They will put down anything and everything in hopes of, good morning, in hopes of, you know, getting that perfect lawn. There's more turf grass in the United States than there is corn, right? There is irrigation systems, fertilizing, pest control, herbicide, all sorts of stuff. And I know from my own experience that many people have no idea how big the lawn care industry really, really is. Okay. I'm going to point out one company only for one reason. True Green is a nationwide company. Most people do not realize they are a $1 billion a year company. Now, that's just one, right? Out of many, many, many. And then you have that's the service based side of it, right? Then you have the DIY side of it and everything that you can go buy from big box stores and put down yourself, or the average lawn care guy can put them down for you when a customer asks, hey, would you put down XYZ product? Oh, sure. Okay. That'll be an extra, 30, 40, $50, how, whatever. Point is, there's millions and millions and millions and millions of square feet of turf in the US. Thank you for sharing that. Uh, so, yeah, even pest control is friggin' huge. People don't realize how big these industries are. Now, I want to definitely keep it geared more towards lawn care and landscaping because that's what I do have lots of personal experience with. In terms of pest control, you know, it's supposed to be a whole lot more controlled. I have talked to people that work in that side of the industry. They're often much more calculated with their applications. Um, okay, cool. Uh, However, again, just from my own personal experience, like there's tons of people putting stuff out on lawns, whether it's professional, non-professional, uh, it, you know, whether it's what we do, like I specifically have a fertilizing service, or you just do it on the side for a customer, but it's huge. Um, and every year we get the same questions. How do you kill the weeds? I have X, Y, and Z in my lawn. I want to kill it. And my kind of go-to is, okay, what have you put on the lawn? Because I'm fixing, many lawns. I work for possibly hundreds of people a year that have put too much stuff on their lawn, right? A weed and feed, a pre-emergent, a this, a that, an insecticide, fungicide, all those things, and to basically only make things worse. So with the gravity of 63, I think it's 63,000 square miles of turf in the US, it's so much it's really hard to grasp. But there's a ton of lawns out there, as you may be able to attest to, Sherrod X. Um, there's so many lawns out there that people are putting stuff down, and we don't realize, like, collectively, it's millions and millions and millions of pounds of stuff, good or bad, right? I do everything mostly natural. I say mostly because I do use a couple synthetic fertilizers. They do help give things a kick and a green up. But the rule of hippie fertilizing is this: if I can't touch it with my bare hands, I don't want to use it, right? Because if I can't touch it with my bare hands, the bottom line is it's not safe. Okay. And every year we have millions of people literally that are putting out products, not wearing PPE, not keeping their lawn, people or animals or things off their lawn for it, even the recommended amount of time for, the safe entry time, right? And I don't think there is such a thing as a safe entry time because that stuff persists way longer than what's commonly said. And then there's other adverse effects, right? You're killing other plants, you're killing trees, you're definitely harming lots of pets every year, and they're getting, excessive amount of skin allergies or uh, I've seen it too many times where dogs will get seizures, right? And they will get massively sick really fast. And typically it's from herbicide applications. Now, can this stuff happen with pest and fungicide applications? Yes, but the most predominant one that's affecting us is the herbicide applications. It's freaking nasty. So while we're out here chasing a perfect lawn and we're told it's a healthy lawn, it's a little bit crazy that we're told it's a healthy lawn when most of the products that were recommended to put down on the lawn is not healthy for us one single bit. Okay. Is a little bit of diversity in the lawn okay? It should be. It should be acceptable. It should be expected. We live on planet Earth and Mother Nature. Ask people all the time, well, if you're going to walk in a nature center, are you going to point out all the plants and say you should kill it because it's a weed? Because at the nature center, basically everything's a weed. Or if a tree isn't standing perfectly straight up, or like, man, they really need to brace that thing and straighten it up. No, nobody says that when they're walking around nature trails and stuff like that. And I get it, your lawn isn't a nature trail. Okay. But there is a lot of things that we change our expectations to really quick based off of where it's at, you know? Go see something somewhere else. Oh man, that's beautiful. You see the wildflowers on the side of the road, right? When you're driving through the hill country or wherever, man, those flowers are pretty. You get a freaking wildflower in your lawn, now it's a weed. It's a problem, and it is going to be murdered, burned at the stake for being different. And I do like to point out that the marketing in this stuff is ridiculous, right? There's commercials that essentially say like, "Is that clover in your lawn disrespecting you?" Hello, when did a plant start disrespecting us? Never. I've walked past many weeds. None of them ever talked trash to me, tried to steal my wallet. You know, none of them was catcalling at my girl. But we get all worked up over weeds and we will contaminate our own environment at the cost of a plant. And I'm here to tell you that most of the time, the stuff doesn't even work good enough. And even if it does, it's very temporary. And why would I want to put something down that's A, not going to have that great of effects, but B, can impact my health for basically ever, right? My dog's health forever. My wife, my environment, you know, as long as I'm going to be here, it may not be forever, but look, let's face it, you and I can get sick from these products and have everlasting effects when we're just trying to kill weeds for a freaking season. It ain't worth it. Your health ain't worth it. My dog's health ain't worth it. Uh, And then the other bigger factors that we should really take in is we're contaminating our own groundwater. We're contaminating our own soil and our own air. We, as the individuals who buy this stuff and do this stuff, because some damn commercial told you that it had to be a certain way, you know? There's a lot of things around here that we don't like how that's done, right? When it comes to our cars, how we dress, what we do. You're not going to tell me like I can't put a muffler on my truck, right? But somehow millions of Americans are told this is exactly how your lawn should look. And if it doesn't, it's terrible. You're frowned upon and you are a subpar citizen because that's kind of how people respond uh, to those sort of things. And I just want to encourage people, right, to think, am I chasing a perfect lawn or am I chasing a healthy lawn? Because they are not the same. Okay. A healthy lawn can't impact your health in a negative way. It won't. It doesn't contaminate groundwater, doesn't contaminate soil, doesn't kill off bees and pollinators. A healthy lawn contributes to a healthy environment. A perfect lawn does not contribute to a healthy environment. And there's way too much crap going around with uh, cancer, tumors, hormone issues, low T, thyroid, you name it, right? And it's all so normal. And that's super, super sad that it's all so normal. And it's all so very normal on how much we don't see the gravity of what we ourselves are doing, right? It's so normal to pick up a bag of weed and feed. It is so normal to put out Roundup. Yo, barbecue fetus, the Don Gorilla Illuminati. What up? I love reading that every time. So thank you for popping in. I love your freaking tag. uh, at any rate, I I want it to be normal, and I would love the narrative to change to where it's like it's frowned upon when people use these sort of things, right? Like, why are you using that in your lawn next to my lawn? Why are you using that Roundup on everything without PPE or anything, and then going in and touching everything in your house and contaminating your family? And I don't want to necessarily like uh, condemn people or I'm not really like trying to point the finger. That's not my purpose, but my purpose is like, please be aware of how nasty and dangerous this stuff is, because there's more and more lawsuits coming out about various products, right? It wasn't just glyphosate. Glyphosate was like, the little distraction headline of like, oh, it's only glyphosate. I don't put out that. I just put down 2,4-D, paraquat, whatever. Like, really? Really, people? You think it's any damn different? Is Virginia Slim somehow like less cancerous than Marlboro cigarettes? Right? No, they're the damn same. Right? Oh, I smoke ultralights. It's not as bad as a red. I actually used to like Marlboro Reds, real talk, but I don't smoke anymore. Uh, but you get my point, right? Like we see a thing, and Roundup was so big that some people are like, "Oh, I don't do it. It's wrong." But then they'll have like a whole shelf worth of other herbicides, and I'm thinking, "Hey, man, how do you think that's any different? It really ain't." Uh, so I'll wrap this up with this: a healthy lawn that you want to put your bare feet on and walk around and enjoy doesn't have contaminants on it. It does not contaminate the water. it doesn't contaminate the air and the soil, because every time we put down a weed and feed, a pre-emergent, a you know, a Celsius type product, I don't care if it says that it's safe for southern lawns. A, most likely it's really not, but B, is it safe for you, for me? If there was a little bit of it in the water, would I want to drink it? If there's a little bit of it in my food, would I want to eat it? No, 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 no. If those things are unacceptable, and they should be unacceptable, using them around our homes should be viewed just the same. Debbie, thank you for popping on. Thank you for that comment so much. I appreciate it. Uh, Please, if you can, share this video. It's AJ with Hippie Fertilizing. It is not easy to be on the side of doing things truly natural and organic, because I do adhere to the number one rule of my business. If we can't touch it with our bare hands, we're not going to use it, right? Because if it's not safe for us, it's also not safe for you, your pets, the environment, what have you. And that is our standard, right? And I invite everyone to make that your standard too. Thank you guys for popping in. I appreciate you very much. I'm going to end this little stream, but I do like the YouTube thing, so we will be back here. Peace.